Man, you're ready for business. You're ready to start your own WordPress blog. And if that is the case, then you're in the right place, because I'm going to show you the step-by-step process so you can get started with a huge big bang. I'm going to explain what is a blog, why should you get one, how to get WordPress and how to install it, how to choose a great looking design for your website so it looks really fantastic, and also how to get your first post out there so you can get started in this journey. So let's get it started. Hi there, this is John Alexo and welcome to another video. This is going to be a hot crazy video because I'm going to explain step by step how you can build your first WordPress blog. So by the end you will have something that looks amazing. And if you still haven't liked, just go right below, click on that thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I share with you plenty of videos related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online, including with your blog. So it's always a great thing that you can do today. So let's talk about what is a blog. Okay, what exactly is a blog? Well, a blog is basically a website, and it can be a website related to anything that you want. It can be about a hobby that you enjoy, or it can be about any other niche that you find online and you see that it's profitable and you simply want to build a blog around that so you can make money. So that is what a blog is. And a blog is a website where you can publish content on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, depending on the consistency that you want. And you publish posts related to your specific niche. For example, you can build a blog about inside of the diet niche being a very broad niche, and I don't recommend for you to do that. I recommend for you to go to a more sub niche. So inside of the diet niche you have several diets. This can be the paleo diet, the keto diet, the South Beach diet, the Anakin diet. And what I recommend for you to do is simply choose a subcategory or sub niche. This could be, for example, the paleo diet, and build a blog about that, because just building a blog about diets, that is way too broad and it's hard for you to build anything decent if you do that. But you can choose a subcategory that you see that it can be something like, or it can be something that you found profitable, and you start building a blog around that where you publish on a weekly, daily basis posts about that particular niche. Okay, so when it comes to producing content, a lot of people kind of get scared about this because they think, well, I need to write on a weekly basis or a daily basis, and I don't like that. Well, you don't exactly need to do that, because you can actually hire a writer for your blog. And this is actually something a lot of people do. They go into a niche that they see that it's really profitable, and they hire writers to start writing content for their blog. For example, in my case with my blog, since I have a lot of things that I need to do, including these videos, I just don't have time to write all of the content for my website. I wish I had, but I don't. So what happens is, in 3 blogs that I publish inside of my website, at least one of them is, I write one of them, but the other 2 are written by a ghostwriter or writer that I hired from Upwork. Okay, so you can actually get someone to write content for your website, as long as you see that they do an awesome content, and it's a great way for you to get started. Okay, I personally write some content, but I don't do it all. So the other reason is, why should you start a blog? A lot of people wonder, why should you start a blog? Well, for me, a blog is about making money inside of a particular niche. Some people may enjoy the fact that they just like to write content and they don't have any kind of reason. I mean, they just start a blog because they like to write content. But for me, in my case, it's about building a business. Okay, I try to build blogs around subjects or around niches that I see that are profitable, and then I start providing content related to that niche. promoting products and so on. This can be, for example, affiliate products. These are products that belong to other people, and you can promote them, and by promoting them you earn a percentage of the earnings or a commission by promoting those products. Whenever someone goes to your website, they see a product that you are promoting and they buy from you, you get a commission. So that is what we call kind of affiliate marketing, and it's a great way for you to make money online. The other way is also by promoting your own products. This can be courses, it can be tools or software that you create. It can be anything that you want. So a blog is a great way for you to promote your products too. And the other way is also by using advertisement, especially Google AdSense. This is the last way that I really recommend for you to kind of make money online, because Google AdSense they simply don't pay much money, okay? So simply promoting affiliate products, and later on you can even start like a blog where initially you just promote affiliate products, and then you see that this is something that you really like and you have a lot of technical knowledge around this specific niche, then you can start creating your own products. And it's a great way for you to make money, and it's also a great way for you to connect an audience around a particular website where you can promote later on affiliate products and also promote your own products. Okay, so this is the reason why I have a blog. It's really about making money and connecting my audience to the products that I promote inside of this specific niche. I also always recommend for you to kind of work side by side nowadays with a YouTube channel. I'm not saying that this is essential, but having a YouTube channel where it's kind of connected to your website, and it's basically about your website. Okay, so you have a YouTube channel related to your website, and you have the website and so on, and it's a great way for you to kind of build an audience more quickly, because some people just don't like to read content, but they prefer to watch videos, and still they will watch your videos, and or other people just like to read content, so they go to your website. And also by joining both of them, you can also promote your videos inside of your blog, and this way you can get more people watching your videos and ranking better inside of YouTube. So it's a great way for you to connect both. Now, the way that a website commonly gains traffic is with the search engines, namely Google. Okay, so I'm not going to go in specifics about this, but I just want to kind of give you a hint about this later on once you are more interested about this, so you can start studying more of this content. Is what we call search engine optimization, or SEO. It's basically optimizing your website so you can start attracting people from Google. These are people who are searching for content that you have inside of your website. They find it inside of Google in the search engine, such as you can see this is a search engine, and whenever I search WordPress, you can see a listing of websites. Now, if someone they do a different search and they find a post over here from your website, they enter, and basically that is what search engine optimization is optimizing your WordPress website so you can later on start getting traffic or people from the search engines that are searching for content contained inside of your website. Okay, so yeah, that was a lot of talk. Now let's talk about WordPress. Okay, let's talk about WordPress. WordPress is basically the platform that will allow you to quickly build a website without you having any kind of coding knowledge and technical knowledge. So it's a great way for you to build a website. And you can see that this website, this is mine, jordanalexo.com. This website is built with WordPress. Okay, there's a few more things such as Elementor and so on that I'm using, which allows me to more quickly build this structure of website. But WordPress is a platform that I'm using, or that I use to build this website. Okay, and it's a fantastic platform which is constantly getting updated. And once you search for WordPress, you can see that you have two different options. And sometimes people get confused about this. They see WordPress.com and they see create a free website. This is not something that I recommend for you to do. This is, you can go to WordPress.com and it allows you to build a free blog. Now the problem about this is you are building a free blog inside of their platform, inside of WordPress.com, and that is not very professional if you want to build a business blog. Okay, it's not very professional. What I recommend for you to do is kind of get your own blog installed on your own servers, or the servers belonging to a web host provider, and I'm going to show you how you can do this. Okay, so now let's talk about the costs involved in having your own WordPress website. There are basically two. The first one is you need to get a domain name. If you don't know what a domain name is, it's basically this name over here, like wpxhosting.com or namecheap.com or jordanalexo.com or google.com, yahoo.com, youtube.com. Well, those are all domain names. And what I recommend for you to do, because you can actually get a free one if you decide to use this web host, which I'm going to later on explain more in detail what is a web host, but you can get a free one. But I don't recommend for you to have your own domain name inside of your web hosting company. And I recommend for you to have this separated. And the company that I use to get my own domain names is called namecheap.com. Okay, you can find over here domain names quite cheaply. It's about $10 that you should expect. So this is $10 each year. So in a whole year, it's $10 over here. And then the other cost is basically your web host provider. Now, what exactly is a web host provider? Well, a web host provider is basically, it's the company that will provide you the computers or the servers where all of the information belonging to your website will get installed on their servers. And then this company is responsible of connecting your website online so other people can find your website online and go to your website and buy your products and read your content. So you need to have a web host provider, and in my case I like to use WPX Hosting. I have found that this is one of the best web hosting companies out there, because one of the main things nowadays is the time that it takes for your website to open. This means that, let's say someone finds your website in Google and they enter into your website, and if your website takes a long time for them to be able to see in their desktop or in their mobile screen, then those people simply will leave your website. And I like this hosting company because they have really fast servers. This means that your websites will open up very quickly, just in a second or two, or even less. So this is the reason I like to use this company. Now when it comes to this, it really depends, because you have two different plannings. You have the monthly plan, and once again I'm going to leave a link to WPX Hosting right below. And if you decide to use this web host, also make sure to use the coupon code that I offer, so you can get a 5% discount, which is JA5. Everything is right below, so don't worry. Okay, you can choose to pay this on a monthly basis, and on a monthly basis is $24.99, basically just $25. Okay, so this is a monthly basis, or you can choose to pay immediately a whole year. So this means that you just go for a whole year and you just pay $20.83 per month. So it's basically you pay a whole year, and what happens with a whole year is you get like 2 months of discount where you don't pay. Okay, so it's really up to you. I recommend for you to get the whole year with WPX Hosting, and also when it comes to the different plannings that you have over here, if you're getting started and you don't have any other website, then just go with the business plan. Okay, it's the cheapest one, and it allows you to have up to 5 websites. Now this web hosting, you can read more over here, but I'm guessing if you are getting started, I mean, talking about this it's basically it's probably hard for you to immediately grasp everything over here, but this is one of the best web hosting companies that I've tried, and yeah, it's great. So basically it's let's go for the monthly plan, or you can choose the yearly, it's really up to you, but it's basically $25 per month, and then it's like with the Namecheap over here with the domain name, it's less than $1, so it's basically let's say $26 per month that you need. So you need to pay in order for you to maintain a WordPress website, which is basically nothing. Okay, so great. Okay, so the first step is for you to simply get a domain name for your WordPress website. For this, I suggest for you to go to namecheap.com, and once you are here, you just search for the name that you want for your website. Let's say that if I wanted to build a paleo website, I would say I would call this paleo beginners headquarters. Well, this is not a perfect name, but it's just an idea, and you just search for it, and you can see that you get the same name for your website but with different extensions. The one I recommend for you to always go for is the .com, because it's the most popular one, and it's the easiest for the people who visit your website to remember. So paleo beginner headquarters .com. So I would go for this one. Add to cart, and then it's nothing special. You just go over here to checkout, and you just follow the next steps, confirm your order, so you can get your domain name ready. Okay, so the second step is for you to get a web host provider. The one that I recommend is WPX Hosting. You can go to their website, wpxhosting.com, and once you go over here, you can go to pricing, and in pricing you can select between the monthly planning and the yearly planning. As already said before, with the yearly planning you basically get 2 months for free, and you just get started over here. So you just click on get started. When it comes to this, I recommend hosting in US, because it really depends. I mean, if you're in Australia, you may want to have your hosting in Australia. For example, if you have a local business inside of Australia, it may be a better idea for you to get in Australia or in the UK. Hosting only, so I'm just going for hosting only, and let's say that it's paleo beginners headquarters.com. Okay, you just have the domain name that you got from Namecheap over here, and you just add it over here, and you press continue. And as you can see, you can put the permissional code over here, and you just press continue for the yearly one. And yeah, you can choose between PayPal, credit card. You just fill this information with the required data that they ask in this fields, and nothing special about this. And you just press checkout, and you receive an email so you can log into your account, and it's really that simple, nothing special here. Okay, so now I'm going to show to you how you can connect your domain name to your web hosting server, because this is essential. So when someone goes to your domain name, they can access your website. So you need to log into Namecheap, and you will find your domain name appearing in this listing in the dashboard area, and you want to click on manage. Now on manage, what you will see is over here this information. You just want to choose other servers, so custom, and you want to choose the servers that belong to WPX hosting. So for you to be able to do this, you go to your WPX hosting account, which looks something like this, and you go over here to this first page, which is in the dashboard area, and you click on manage service. And manage service, what you want is on this page, you want to go to the service details and you want to select exactly this information here. Okay, this is the name of the servers that belong to WPX. So you want to just copy this information and just paste it here, just like that. And you also want to copy the name server, the second one, and just paste it over here. And then you just press save. So this will connect your domain name to the servers that belong to WPX hosting, and it's really that simple. Now the thing that you want to do is you want to add your domain into your WPX hosting account. So for that, you just go to manage websites, and in manage websites you add new website, and you are going to add, in this case, Jordan Alexo dot this one over here. So I'm just going to add this one. So actually I think it has a spacing. Yeah. And if you want, you can immediately install WordPress. Okay, just click on the second option to install WordPress, the platform that will allow you to build your website quickly without coding knowledge and so on. And what you want to do is add a password here. So I'm just going to generate a password. Let's see the password, and you can just copy this to a notepad or something like that so you don't later on forget it. Okay, I'm just going to copy this code. Actually, this says that the password is not matching for some reason. I'm not sure why. I think it's matching. Why it's not matching? Nah. Whatever. Create website. Okay. So this will just take a few seconds, and it will install WordPress onto your domain name. So you will have WordPress installed and ready for you to start working on your website. Okay, so once you have WordPress installed on your website, you will receive a few notifications. Make sure that you save your username and password, because you are going to need that information so later on you can log in to the back end of your website and start working on your website. But first, let's just take a look and see how my website looks at the moment. So this is my website at the moment. It doesn't look anything impressive. This is a very simplistic design, or you can call it the theme. It's basically the design of your website. And later on, I'm just going to change this and show to you how you can do this. But the other thing that I want to do now at the moment is simply get an email address just for my website, because that is a great way for me to later on, if people want to contact me, they can use my email address and so on for that website. So, and it just makes your website look more professional. So you just go to email boxes, and you can see that at the moment I have one, but I'm going to add an email box here, and I'm just going to call it Jordan at Jordan Alexo. So you .xyz. So you want to choose your domain name here. Okay, name, this is not important. If you want, you can leave this empty. And also, I like to change this up to the limited of available disk space in your hosting plan, because what happens is often with this second option is eventually start getting a lot of emails, and eventually you don't have enough space in your email inbox, and then you can't receive new emails. So this is the reason I like to choose this option, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, so when it comes to password, you can generate one. They often give you a decent password. Once again, make sure to save this password to a notepad or something like that. I'm not going to do that because it's not very important in my case, but I'm just going to submit. And just in a few seconds I will have an email address for my website. Okay, so it's created. Okay, so this is the email that I will use for this website. Now what you want to do is simply go to your website and let's make some changes to our website. But for us to be able to do that, I must go to the back end of my website. So I'm just going to add wp-admin, which is administrator. So you want to add this extension over here so you can access the login page, and it's verifying that you're not a bot. And I'm just going to add my username and my password so I can log in. Okay, there we go. I logged in. Pretty simple, very simple. So what I recommend for you to do is for you to just go through each section over here. As you can see, you have dashboard. This is the dashboard, basically the main area. It's not an area that I pay much attention. You can go to updates, and normally in updates you can see the plugins that need to get an update. If you don't know what a plugin is, it's basically an application that you can add to your website to give more functionalities to your website. For example, let's say that you want to add a contact form into your website, so your readers go to your website and they can send an email to you. For that, you can use a plugin. There are several plugins that allow you to easily add a contact form to your website. So that is a plugin. This is the post section. This is where you will spend most of your time writing articles for your website. Make sure that anytime that you decide that you want to write a post or article, use this section over here, posts, and just add new. Later on, I'm going to show to you how you can start writing your first post, because there's a difference, and a lot of times when you are starting out, people often get a bit confused about this. I mean, they look at posts, they look at pages, and they wonder what the difference is between both of them. Well, post is for all of the content for your website. This can be how-to guides, this can be the top 3 tips for this and that. So it's basically all of the content that you want to add to your website. Pages is for static content. This is content that you want to add to your website because it's important, but it's not something that you are going to change. This can be, for example, the copyright pages. It's not copyright pages, but now I forgot. Okay, but it's all the contact page. Okay, the contact page is a static page that you want to add to your website. It's important, and you can use this as a page. So just add a new page, and it's meant for that. Now, content, posts, static pages like contact page, and so on, pages over here. Okay, use this option. Media is where all of the images, the videos, any kind of files will be saved over here. The comments, anytime that someone leaves a comment on one of your posts, it will appear over here. It allows you to moderate the comments that you receive. Appearance is basically where you can customize your website. You can see at the moment I have 3 different themes. You can see this is one theme called 2020, this is another theme called 2019, and this is the third theme called 2017. And I'm going to show to you how easy it is for you to simply change the design of your website. So at the moment it looks like this. If I want, I can just press activate and I refresh my website, and boom, you can see that it just changed the design of my website. Now, for you to get a new design, which I'm going to show to you now, you just go to add new, and you will see that you have plenty of free designs for your website. You can find plenty of really impressive ones. These are free for you to use, as you may see. There's plenty of them. You can do a preview so you can get a better idea of how it will look like once you install one of them to your website. Actually, for some reason, the images over here aren't appearing, but it seems like a good theme. Let's go back. So you can choose between featured, popular, latest. I don't recommend for you to choose a latest theme, even if it may seem like an impressive theme. The reason for this is these are new themes, and sometimes they come with some bugs and some problems, and it may screw your website. I prefer to use themes that are already popular because well, they have been tested by other people. So you can go through this listing, you can go through the popular listing and choose one of these different themes over here. Plenty of different themes for you to choose from. Let's choose, I like this one. I always like this big header. Header is right to this top section. But as you can see, even though you see it doesn't look like the thumbnail, which is this image over here. It doesn't look like in the preview, and the reason for this is because you need to add images. You need to add your own images to this theme. So let's check another one. I usually like to go for themes that are quite simplistic, don't have much coding, that simply upload fast on my website. I was trying to find a theme that already comes with a few images, but I'm struggling a bit with this. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they had images. You need to integrate those images yourself. Actually, this customizer theme is a pretty good theme. I like this theme. I used to use this theme for my website, and it's a pretty good theme. Actually, I'm going to install this one. So let's go for this one, customizer. It's a pretty good theme. It's one I recommend when it comes to free themes, because it gives you a lot of different options for you to customize your website. So let's take a look. Okay, this is not anything impressive at the moment. It looks rather ugly because I need to add content, I need to add posts, I need to add images. And you can go to the customize option. This allows you to customize your website. You can see that you have several. It allows you to customize the header section, add your own logo, and so on. So you need to spend some time over here. Not going much in detail about this. So in the appearance section is basically the section that allows you to fully customize your website. In the plugins section, well, this allows you to install plugins, which I already spoke about them briefly before. For example, let's search for some plugin. Let's search for let's go to add new, and you can see that once you go to add new, you can see the most the featured plugins, the most popular plugins if you want also. So as you can see, you have contact form 7. This allows you to add a contact form to your website. So you have plenty of different plugins that you can install. In fact, I will install exactly this contact form over here, and I'm going to show to you how you can use this. So this is a plugin. It will add some extra functions to your website, and now I have contact form 7 over here, and I can go to the settings to get more information, and you can see that I can go over, I'm not going much in detail over here, but you can go to edit, so you can change the way that your contact form looks like. But what you can do is simply grab on this piece of coding, go to pages. As I already said before, pages is for static content, and I'm going to do quickly a contact page. So let's add a contact page over here. So actually, let's add a contact page. Let's go to preview, and you can see that now I have a contact page. Okay, so it's really simple. I'm not sure if you saw, I just grabbed the shortcode that I got from contact form 7. I just grabbed that shortcode, I pasted it into a page, I gave a title to this page called contact, and now you can see that I have a contact page. Really simple. This is the power of WordPress, especially when it comes to plugins. Plugins are super powerful because you can add all of these different functions to your website without needing to learn how to code. The same thing with the design of your website. This is why WordPress is one of the most popular platforms out there, is because you have so much power with what you can do, and you don't need to learn how to code. And plugins and users is basically all of the users that can access your website. At the moment, I only have myself, but later on, if you want to add like writers to your website, people to write content for your website, you can also give them a username and a specific role to your website. This means that, for example, they can only access the post section of your website where they can write new content. Then you also have settings, and in settings you can change the tagline, which is basically over here, this tagline. I think you can see. Let's add something else. A WordPress website test. Okay, let's just save this. You can also change the time, the data. Really not a big deal over here. So let's go and check how this looks like. Okay, you can see that it changed the tagline just like this, and you can also change the title of your website, Jordan Alexa. Jordan Alexa. You can see the title, the tagline, and basically that is what you need to do. Then you need to go to appearance and you need to go to customize. You can start adding your images and so on, so you can have a website that looks pretty good. So you just choose a good design, then you get some images that you already have. It can be photos of from yourself or something like that. And let's talk about how you can add your first post. So you go just to posts, you go to add new, and let's lastly talk about this, my first post. And then you just start writing your contact. Hi there. This is a fantastic website. And let's publish this. Okay, so you just add, and if you want, you can like do other things over here and just publish this. What I recommend, okay, my first post. I like one of the plugins I recommend because I just don't like this. I'm going to recommend to you this, although it probably doesn't make a huge difference for you, but I'm going to recommend this plugin over here because I just don't like that that text editing interface that they had it recently. So I'm just going to recommend Classic Editor. Classic Editor. I just can't like. This is the plugin I recommend for you to add to your website. I just like the older version that they used to have when it came to their text editor. And I just want to lastly mention this plugin because you can see a huge difference once I get to edit now. I just like a lot more the Classic Editor. It's just so simple for you to use this, on contrary to the new one that they had it. I mean, if you're starting out, it's probably not a huge deal, but since I've been using WordPress for many years now, I just can't get used to the new interface that they had it to their text editor, to their post editor. And over here, it's just for simple. You can headline 1, headline 1, and just right over here, headline 1, just select. It's really simple. I really like this. Classic. You can make things bold, italic, whatever. You can add images over here, add media. You just upload an image from your computer over here and you just add it. You can also go to let's go to YouTube and not this video. This is Big Luke. I don't want to have this video. I'm just going to my channel and I'm going to show to you how you can add your own video. So this is my last video, and you just grab over here the URL of your video and you go over here and you just add over here your video, just like that, if you want to add a video to one of your posts. Okay, and you just press update, and this is you do a preview, and this is how my post looks like. So yeah, that is how you can work with WordPress. This is a fantastic platform. It allows you to build a website without needing to waste months and months without end trying to learn coding, so you can have anything that resembles to a website. So this is how you can build your first website. If you have any questions related to how to use WordPress or any tips that you would like to share, just leave it on the comment section right below from this video. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that is all for now. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.